Welcome back to Jessica Be Real. I'm so excited to be back with you. And today I'm going to be giving you 3 life hacks that is going to get you where you want to be quicker. These are the 3 things that have changed my life the fastest. So I want to get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is your physical environment. And this impacts you more than you actually think. Your physical environment either forces you to level up or it supports your lack of motivation. So, this is something that I have really found this year when I made the move to Miami part time and doing the back and forth. Of course, in New York, it's been the winter months. So, with that comes the cold weather, the snow, the gloominess. And in Florida, it has been sunshine, warm temperatures. And I've really been able to see how much that actually impacts you. So when I've been in New York, because of the weather, it's like you almost use that as an excuse as the weather's crappy, so I don't feel like doing this, and it's snowing or it's raining and the sun's not shining. So you have just a lower lack of motivation. And being in Florida, with it being nice out, the sun is shining a lot of the time, you have the warmer temperatures. You don't have those excuses anymore. And honestly, it forces you to level up, and you don't have that excuse anymore of why you can't do something. And I mean, I really have experienced when I'm in New York just the depression, honestly, that comes along with the weather there. Seasonal depression is a real thing, and you just feel so tired and depleted. And there's something to say about being able to get that sunshine. And when it comes to being active, living an active lifestyle, working out, when you're in that type of environment where you can make all of these different excuses and you kind of have that mindset like, okay, I have to do this. And when you live in a place where you get rid of those excuses, it just becomes part of your lifestyle. It just becomes something that you don't even really think about every day. It's just something that you do. Also, the people that you're around and the things that you're exposed to, like living here now and seeing all of of course, the glitz and the glamour and the expensive vehicles and houses and the yachts. It just honestly expands your mindset so much that people truly do live lives like that. And it doesn't automatically mean happiness, but it does mean that if somebody else did it, that means you can do it too. It's like, who do I have to be to get to where I want to be? It's being in proximity to the things that you want, the connections you can make, the people that you can meet, that can help you get to where you want to be. Proximity truly is power. And it affects your confidence level, your creativity, feeling inspired. Living here, I truly feel inspired every single day. And it puts you in a position to either level up or not. Sink or swim, basically, which goes into point number 2, which is putting yourself in a position that forces you to do the thing or become the person is the quickest way to get there. And this can be so uncomfortable. It can be scary, but it is required to get you to where you want to be, to get you to your goal. You have to do something different. For me, that was podcasting last year. I used to be painfully shy. I got class shyest in high school. And podcasting, the idea of that was so friggin' terrifying. But I knew that it was something that I needed to do to get me to my goal. And so I jumped in head first, and that rolled into moving to Miami, which was also something so scary. I've never lived in a big city before, but the feeling that I got here, I was like, I need to be here. And I've talked about that on other podcasts before. And you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have like all the fine details. All you have to do is just make the jump and do it. Are you going to let yourself fail? Probably not. But it's creating that pressure that forces your evolution. And the third thing that has changed my life is a mindset shift. And that is going from I'll believe it when I see it to I'll see it when I believe it. Because opportunities start appearing when you believe they will. Taking time to meditate in the morning has been the biggest tool for me to be able to see myself as the person that I want to be. And when you start envisioning that, you start training your mind and you're like, okay, you kind of reverse engineer. Okay, what do I need to start doing? How do I need to start being to become this person? It's like entertaining the idea. And when you start thinking those things every single day, you're literally reprogramming your mind. And you subconsciously reject the things that you say you want by continuing to do the same things over and over again and expecting a different result, which is why you need to put yourself in a position that forces you to do that thing or become that person. And there's a fourth one I actually want to share with you because I think this one is so important. And it's something that I have started exercising more and more over the last year. And that is the fact that everything in life is energy. It's the effort that you put into yourself, the way you dress, your confidence level. You can feel somebody's energy before they even open their mouth. You know, I feel like I can feel somebody's energy just by kind of standing next to them. I was in the sauna in the building one day, and there was another person in there, and he went to leave, and he stopped me, and he was just like, I just want to let you know that you have such good energy. He's like, you know, I didn't even feel like anybody else was in here with me. And he's like, I just had to tell you that. And it's like, that to me, it just like got me thinking. It's like you can absolutely feel somebody's energy without them even saying anything. You can feel if somebody's like stressed out. You can feel if somebody is desperate for something. And on the other hand, you can also feel when somebody has like a quiet confidence and a sense of self. And that was something when I was younger that I observed, and I was always like, oh, I want to get to that point where I am that confident in where I'm going and that sure of myself. And I think it comes with life experience and just the things that you go through and just being able to pivot your mind, you know, and not stay the same person for the next 20 years. We're meant to grow and evolve. And I think that's where that sense of confidence comes from. You have to have a sense of detachment from things. You know, you can want something so badly and still know that you will be happy without it. And just knowing, like having a sense of peace that if I'm doing every single thing that I can to get where I want to be, then at that point you have a sense of letting go and just letting things unfold as they should. You cannot control every single little thing because that is what creates fear, and that is what creates stress, and nothing good comes from it. So I hope this helped you today. And I want to encourage you, go back and re-listen to it. Sometimes when I go back and re-listen to a podcast or an audio book, there's little things that I pick up on every single time that I'm like, oh, I didn't hear that before. And like always, share this with a friend. And if something resonated with you today, send me a message and I want to know about it. So I will see you in a few weeks. Until next time, see you then.